Hello families, welcome to Storytime. I'm so excited for today. How are you doing today? Are you doing well? I hope you are. Today we're going to be reading a book called Gilbert the Great. And guess what? Gilbert is the shark. We're going to have some fun with this book. But first, I'd like to show you some of the things that I treasure that have to do with the ocean because that's where Gilbert lives. So I know that I've already shared my big shell with you, but I'm going to just hold him up again just so you can see how big and heavy this shell is. But I thought I'd show you some of my other shells because I collect those too, feathers and shells. So excuse me, this whole jar is filled with the different shells that I've collected on many different beaches over the years. A lot of the shells, though, came from a beach down in Baja, and that's in Mexico. And this happens to be a chocolate clam. Probably the reason why they call it a chocolate clam is because it has that nice chocolatey brown color on the exterior. When I found this shell, it was so beautiful because it was underneath the water and it was nice and shiny and brown, and over time it sort of lost a lot of its color, but I still absolutely adore it. And I've collected them and put all of the shells, as you can see, in this vase. And I used to have a plant sort of rooted, a beautiful plant coming out, but I decided to replant it. So there's little bits of the bark and dirt in there, which I actually like still. So I keep this, and this one happens to be in my bathroom. So I keep this in my bathroom as something that I can enjoy when I'm taking a shower or brushing my teeth. And then I have another collection of shells that I keep around the house as well. Look at this one. That one's from my mom. I'm not sure where she found this one, but I treasure it because it has the spikes on it and has a nice unicorn horn point on it. And you can see the different color on the interior part. It's a little bit of that coral pink, light color pink, sort of like my shirt. And then I think I might have shown you, but here's a sea star. And it's so little and so precious. And I found this shell just right down on one of our beaches, the little tiny beaches we have along our waterfront. And this one looks like a nice snail shell. Some little creature like a hermit crab or a snail would have used this one as a house. And all of these, this one included and the larger one, were all homes for creatures. I wonder if it would be like to kind of crawl in there and have that be our home. I usually think about that sort of thing because I really, really enjoy the ocean and water and the sound of water. The other thing doesn't have to do with the ocean, but I wanted to share with you. My parents brought over these lovely desserts, and they're called mochis. Well, the mochis themselves are not what I wanted to show you, but what they came in was a box. And inside the box, there were these little cartons, and each one of the mochis was inside of one of these spaces. I thought this is the perfect thing for sprouting seeds. So I received a gift, and in it was something that was to be thrown away. But instead of throwing it away, I'm going to reuse this item, and it's perfect for growing little seedlings. So tomorrow I'll be filling each one of these up with soil and then pushing my finger in, dropping a seed, covering it up, and moistening the soil with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to put it in a nice sunny spot and watch them grow. I'll be watching and watching, and when I get a seedling, I'm going to take a picture and hopefully share it with you. I'm very excited about this project. I was just thinking about what could I use. Egg cartons would also be a wonderful thing to use. Think about it. you might find things around your house that were going to be thrown away, and you can use them to create beautiful new things. I know some of our friends like doing that at school, and they use some of our recycling to do that. Sage, Kai, I know you're really good at that. So look around your house and see what you can use for your seedlings. Okay, we're going to light our candle. Here's your match. Here's our candle. Remember, this is for, oopsies, that one didn't work. This is for an adult to do. You can watch, so you can learn how to do it when you're bigger. Remember, this is still warm. You want to put it in a safe space. I'm going to put it on this dish. Okay, I'm going to put our candle right in front of me. You won't be able to see it right now, but it's going to be on for me so they can calm me during their book. And right now, I'm just putting on some frankincense. Frankincense is a nice smell for me right now. I usually wipe it all on my piece. Gilbert the Great. This book is by Jane Clark and Charles Fugue. From the time Gilbert the Great White Shark was a tiny pup, Raymond the Remora stuck to him like glue. Raymond was always at Gilbert's side. So here's Gilbert, and here is Raymond. When Gilbert was stuck in the seaweed, Raymond untangled him. When Gilbert got dirty, Raymond cleaned him up. And when Gilbert lost his first row of teeth, Raymond helped him collect them for the Tooth Fairy. So here he is collecting his teeth. Now sharks are interesting. They have many, many rows of teeth that they lose and then grow new ones just so that they can continue eating and their teeth are sharp enough. And here, the Remora, Raymond, he's cleaning him with a sponge. Do fish clean with sponges? No. But in this book, the imagination is that he's cleaning with a sponge. In life, and when you see them in nature, the Remoras actually eat all of the things off of the outside edges of the shark's skin that might not be healthy for the shark. He cleans them that way by eating it. Gilbert and Raymond had lots of fun. They loved to play finball, tide and seek, and sardines. They shared everything. Maybe this is finball. They're using one of the sea urchins as a ball. Then one day, Raymond told Gilbert that his family had to move across the ocean. "I don't want to go, but Mom says I have to," cried Raymond. As Raymond and his family swam away, Gilbert's mother hugged him tight and tried to comfort him. Oh, he's gonna miss his friend. And there's his mommy, and she's hugging him and making him feel better. "Raymond's my best friend," said Gilbert. "Why did he have to go away? It's not fair." "I know," said Mom, "but his family couldn't just leave him behind." She kissed Gilbert on the snout. "Go and play hide and seek with the pilot fish. It will keep your mind off Raymond." But Gilbert couldn't stop thinking about his friend. Milo just came in the house. Maybe he'll join us. "I want to move with Raymond," Gilbert said. "He's moved too far away," said Mom. We have to stay here. Let's go watch the basketball game. The Thrashing Threshers are playing the Tidal Tigers. Who do you want to win?" Gilbert looked around. There were remoras everywhere, but none of them was Raymond. "I don't care," he said, and he swam off before either side had scored a basket. So they were playing something like basketball, maybe. And Raymond is just too sad to even be excited about a game. "It's my fault that Raymond moved," Gilbert snapped as he passed Anil. "Last week I called him a sucker." "You didn't make Raymond leave," Mom smiled. "Everyone fights sometimes." The clownfish did their best to cheer Gilbert up, but nothing could make him smile. Look at the little clownfish. They're so cute. They're pretending to do a dance for him. But does Gilbert look happy? No, he does not. The next day at school, everyone was very kind to Gilbert. They even gave him an extra long turn on the seesaw. "Cheer up," the Malvet said. "There are plenty of fish in the sea." "There isn't another Raymond," said Gilbert. Aw, he's very sad because he misses his friend. Gilbert was still sulking when Mom came to collect him from school. "It's not the same without Raymond," Gilbert pouted. That night, Gilbert cried and cried and cried, and his warm tears mingled with the cold ocean water. The next morning, Mom took Gilbert gently by the fin and towed him into the shallow water. Rocked by the gentle waves, they gazed out at the seashore and the bright blue sky. "I hope Raymond's new home is as nice as this," said Gilbert. "I'm sure it is," said Mom. There's a monkey in the tree. Can you see the monkey? Now they're looking at the land. We don't know if it's an island or not. It could be. "I'm hungry," Gilbert said suddenly. "We'll go to the wreck," said Mom. Gilbert's eyes lit up. They didn't usually go to the wreck. Mom didn't like him eating junk food. So the wreck is a boat that has sunk to the bottom, and perhaps he's going to go try to munch some of the things in there, and his mom thinks that's junk food, which technically it is junk, and it is not food. Scrunch, munch, crunch. As Gilbert was biting into a pile of tin cans and bits of old boat, he spotted a small remora crying in the shadows. Gilbert stopped crunching and swam towards her. Here he is, trying to eat things he probably shouldn't. And then he's looking at a small remora. She's crying. I wonder what's happening with her. "What's the matter?" Gilbert asked. "Mom and I moved and I had to leave my shark behind," she sobbed. "Now I don't have any friends." "My remora had to move too," said Gilbert sadly. "I'm so lonely." Gilbert and the remora looked at each other and smiled wobbly smiles. "I'm Gilbert," said Gilbert. "I'm Rita," replied the remora. Just then, a ray of sunlight filtered through the deep blue ocean. Gilbert's teeth flashed as he grinned a huge grin. "Do you want to play finball with me, Rita?" he asked. Sunlight danced in Rita's eyes. "I'd love to," she said, and the two new friends swam off to play ball. Bum, that was very cute. So even though there was an unexpected situation where he no longer had his friend that he used to play with all the time, he was able to open his heart to find a new friend and have new experiences with someone that he had never met before. And the two of them looked very happy. So I would like to invite you to find people that are around you right now that you would like to play with, like a brother or sister, or your mom or your dad, and maybe play new games with them that you've never played before. And I look forward to seeing every single one of you, hopefully in the days to come. Have a beautiful day. Bye, everyone.